welcome to another video of Made by Siem. Today, now you could close this round by crocheting just 9 chain stitches and a slip stitch in top of this stitch here at the beginning of the round, and then slip stitching over the first 5 stitches, so you will end up in the middle stitch. But I don't like that, so therefore I'm gonna do it different. Chain 3. Take out your stitch marker, yarn over 3 times, insert your hook in the top of the first stitch at the beginning of the round, grab your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And then you end up in the middle of the chain space here. Okay, now chain 3. This is the top of the stitch here we just did. You see a little small space there. We're going to crochet into that space. 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet into the same stitch. Chain 5. Skip and go to the next chain space and make in the center stitch, which is the 5th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert your hook there. And be sure that you, on the bottom of the stitch, you have 1 strand of yarn, and when you turn it, just like that, on top of your hook you have 2 strands of yarn. It's hard to show you guys, but see? Let me show you a little better. There you go. See, 1 and 2. Two double crochet into that stitch, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in the same stitch, chain 2. Next you see is the pineapple here. Go in the chain 3 space of the pineapple and make a 1 double crochet in it. There you go, chain 2. And this is what we will repeat for the rest of the round. So go to the 5th stitch, which is the center stitch, make 2 double crochets in it, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in the same stitch, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the next chain space, find the center stitch, double crochet, another double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Chain 2, double crochet into the top of the pineapple, and chain 2. And this is what you will repeat for the complete round, just like that. And if you find it easier, then place your stitch marker back into the very first stitch at the beginning of the round. There you go. Chain 2, take the stitch marker out, 1, 2 in the chain 3 at the beginning of this round, insert your hook and make a slip stitch. Next round, chain 1. As of this round, it looks like a repetition of what we already did before. The only thing is that in this area here, we're going to do things different. Okay? Front post a double crochet around the first double crochet. A double crochet between the 2 double crochets of the previous round, and around the next stitch a front post double crochet. It might be a good idea to place your stitch marker back into the first stitch we just did at the beginning of the round. There you go. Chain 2, front post double crochet, double crochet between the 2 stitches, and a front post double crochet, chain 2. Here is your chain 5. Skip 2 stitches and into the center stitch, which is the 3rd stitch, single crochet, chain 2. Front post double crochet, double crochet between the stitches, and front post double crochet, chain 2, front post double crochet, double crochet, front post double crochet, chain 2. Here is the pineapple we made, and here is the double crochet on top of the pineapple. Yarn over. Instead of going underneath 2 loops, just like that, we're going for the sidebar here. Insert your hook there, push your hook to the back, grab your yarn and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, chain 2. And this is what you repeat for the rest of the round. So again, front post double crochet, double crochet, front post double crochet, chain 2, front post double crochet, double crochet between the stitches, and front post double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and in the 3rd of the chain 5 a double crochet, chain 2, go to your next leaf, front post double crochet, a double crochet between the 2 stitches, front post double crochet, chain 2, front post double crochet, double crochet between the stitches, front post double crochet, chain 2. Here again is the pineapple. Do not crochet underneath the 2 loops, but go to the sidebar here, bring your hook back, grab your yarn and make a regular double crochet, chain 2. And this is what you repeat for the complete round. Now if you think your work starts to bend a little, don't worry, this is what it is supposed to look like. Chain 2, take out your stitch marker and make a slip stitch in the 1st stitch at the beginning of the round. Chain 1, a front post double crochet around the front post double crochet of the previous round. Now, just like we did over here, we're not working into the double crochet, but we're working between the front post double crochet and the double crochet right there. So just between the stitches make a double crochet, skip the stitch, and between the second and the third stitch a double crochet and a double crochet around the front post double crochet. Chain 1, go to the other side of your leaf, a front post double crochet, a double crochet between the first and the second stitch, another double crochet between the second and the third stitch, and a front post double crochet around the front post double crochet. Chain 2, double crochet in the sidebar of your double crochet, and chain 2. And this is what you repeat this complete round. Front post double crochet, a double crochet between the stitches, a double crochet between the second and the third stitch, and a front post double crochet, chain 1, the other side of your leaf, front post double crochet, a double crochet between the first and the second, a double crochet between the second and the third stitch, and a front post double crochet around the last front post double crochet of the previous round. Chain 2, and a double crochet into the sidebar of your double crochet of the previous round, and then chain 2. And repeat this all the way around till you are here, the first stitch where I just placed my stitch marker. There. Chain 2, take out your stitch marker, and slip stitch into the first stitch at the beginning of the round. Chain 1, and now this round is like the easiest round. 1 front post double crochet around all of the front post double crochets of your leaf. That means 8 front post double crochets in a row. So this is 4. We're skipping the chain stitch there and front post double crochet around the next 4 stitches of your leaf. There you go. You might find it easier to place your stitch marker back into the very first stitch. You don't have to do that, but I think it's just easy to see where your where the beginning of your round is. Now chain 2, and in the sidebar here 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 2. And this is what you repeat for the whole round. 8 front post double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, chain 2, and in the sidebar of the double crochet of your previous round, 5 double crochets, 3, 4, and 5, chain 2, and repeat. That's all there's to it for this round. Like, super easy. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys here right where the stitch marker is. I just did a chain 2. I'm gonna take the stitch marker out, and I'm gonna make a slip stitch into the very first stitch at the beginning of this round. Then chain 1, 1 front post double crochet around each of the next 3 stitches, 2 and 3. Just to make my life a lot easier, I'm gonna place back the stitch marker into the very first stitch. Now the next 2 stitches I will be crocheting them together. So 2 front post double crochet together, an unfinished front post double crochet, yarn over and go to the next one, 1 unfinished front post double crochet. Now you have 3 loops on a hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and then 3 front post double crochets in a row, 2 and 3, chain 2. Now here is your little shell. Front post double crochet around each of the double crochets, and be sure that you have a chain 1 in between. So front post double crochet, chain 1, front post double crochet, chain 1, front post double crochet, chain 1, front post double crochet around the last one, and instead of a chain 1, a chain 2. And this is the repetition of this round. So 3 front post double crochets in a row, 2 and 3, 2 front post double crochet together, 3 front post double crochets in a row, oops, not together, just in a row. Let me do that again. 1, 2, sorry, I was having a look in my camera and trying to crochet at the same time, and that was like mission impossible. Alright, front post crochet number 3, then a chain 2, 1 front post double crochet around each of the next 5 front post double crochets, sorry, about each of the next 5 double crochets, and please do not forget to have the chain 1 in between of the front post double crochets, chain 1, and for the last one, number 5, instead of 1 we need 2 chains, and this is the repetition of this round. I'll see you guys as soon as I reach the stitch marker. Chain 2, take your stitch marker out and slip stitch into the top of the front post double crochet at the beginning of this round. I just attached here, just a stitch before here, I just attached my second skein of the cotton fine melange by ice yarns. I just attached the second one here. Chain 1. The first 2 stitches we will be crocheting them together. So a front post double crochet together. There you go. Then 1 front post double crochet around the next 3 stitches. And again, remember what we did in the first round with leaves here. You should have 2 posts on your crochet hook, just like that. This is just 1 stitch because we did the 2 double crochet together stitch in the previous round, right? So 1 around that one, which is number 2, and then the next one, number 3. Then you should have 2 stitches left. 2 front post double crochet together, just like that. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now go to the beginning of the next pineapple here. Skip the front post double crochet and go to the chain 1 space and crochet a single crochet. Chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space, chain 3, and single crochet in the next chain space. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This again is the repetition of this round. I'm going to place the stitch marker back into the very first stitch of this round, just to make life easier. Alright, now 2 front post double crochet together. One front post double crochet around the next 3 stitches. 2 and 3. Then 2 front post double crochet together around the last 2 stitches of this leaf in this round. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go to the chain 1 space, so here is the front post double crochet and the chain 1 space is right next to that. Single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go to your next leaf to be. Alright, so this is the repetition of this round, and I'll see you guys, well, at least you will see me back when I reach the point where the stitch marker is. Right? Enjoy, because it's a long round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Take out of your stitch marker and slip stitch into the very first stitch at the beginning of this round. Now, for this round, we have, the last round was, we ended up having 5 stitches for your leaf. Now we want to after this round we would like to have 3 stitches on top of the leaf, and therefore we will have to decrease. Chain 1. Now front post 2 double crochet together. So go to the first one. It looks like these are 2 stitches, but actually it is 1 stitch, because in the previous round we decreased these stitches. So an unfinished front post double crochet, around the next stitch another front post double crochet, an unfinished front post double crochet. Now you have 3 stitches left on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Next one, just a regular front post double crochet, and the next 2 stitches will be crocheted together. So an unfinished front post double crochet, and the last stitch, again it looks like 2 stitches, but it is 1 stitch. There you go, 3 stitches on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. When you have a look at this leaf at this moment, you see that you have 3 stitches left. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now place back the stitch marker in the first stitch. Now chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go to the pineapple here and go to the very first of the 3 chain 3 spaces, and single crochet in the first one, chain 3, single crochet in the second, chain 3, and single crochet in the last one, chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is what you repeat the whole round. Okay? Let me show this to you one more time. So, the first stitch, an unfinished front post double crochet, and the second stitch, an unfinished front post double crochet. Did I say single crochet? It is double crochet. Yarn over and pull through all 3 stitches. Next one, 1 front post double crochet. Next stitch, 2 front post double crochet together. And if you look again at this leaf, you'll see you have 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3 on top of the leaf. Chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go to the first chain 3 space and single crochet, chain 3. Next chain space, single crochet, 1, 2, 3. Next chain space, single crochet, chain 7. And this is what you do all the way around. I'll see you guys when I'm here at the point of this stitch marker. I just did my chain 7. I'm gonna take the stitch marker out and a slip stitch in the first stitch at the beginning of this round. There you go. Then chain 1. Now this leaf here, if you have a look on top of the leaf, you see 3 stitches. Okay, because in the last round we did a decrease, and now we ended up having 3 stitches. We're going to crochet those 3 stitches together. So yarn over and make 3 front post double crochet together. So you have 4 stitches on your hook, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chains. I'm going to place the stitch marker back. There you go, into the first stitch. Then go to your pineapple, here it is, and make a single crochet in the first chain 3 space, then chain 3, and a single crochet in the next chain 3 space. Chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is what you do all the way around. I'm going 3 front post double crochets together. 1, 2, 3, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops and chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, and chain 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And start over again, all the way around till you reach the point where the stitch marker is right here. And then I'll be back to show you guys what to do next. I am almost completely around. I just still need to do my last chain of 9. But for this last chain of 9, we're going to do things different. We're just going to make a chain of 3, then take your stitch marker out, and we are going to make a triple crochet. I'm not sure how the stitch is called, but I think that's what it is called. A double triple. It might be a double triple. I think so. At least you're going to yarn over 3 times. Then go to the very first stitch at the beginning of the round, insert your hook, grab your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And this is what it's supposed to look like. Now, make a single crochet around the middle of the stitch. Take your stitch marker in the middle of the chain and double triple. Okay, so a single crochet, then chain 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go to the next chain space, and this is also a chain of 9, and we need to crochet into the center stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is the center stitch. Be sure that when you insert your hook, you just have the 1 strand on the hook, on the bottom of the stitch, and when you turn your hook around, you see 2 strands of yarn right there. Okay? Then grab your yarn and make a single crochet. Chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The next one is your pineapple. Chain 3 space of your pineapple. We're going to make a double crochet into the chain 3 space. Then chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next chain 9 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the center stitch, and single crochet on top of the, or in the chain. Then chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is the repetition of this round. Go to the next chain space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, find the middle stitch and single crochet in it. There you go. Chain 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next one is the chain 3 space of your pineapple, double crochet in it and chain 9. Next chain space, the center stitch is stitch number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert your hook and single crochet and chain 9. And this is what you do all the way around. And when you're almost at the end of this round, then I'll be back to show you guys what to do next. Alright, I still need to do the chain 9, but just like we did in the previous round, we're going to do it different. So chain 3, take your stitch marker out, and the place where your stitch marker was is the single crochet. Now yarn over 3 times and make a double triple crochet. There you go. Then pull up the loop and place your stitch marker right there, because we are at that point that we need to find out if our work is big enough for our 50 centimeter ring. So I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to show you guys how to try this out. Alright? Okay, the ring is so big that I'm not able to zoom out all the way. But here's my work. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have plenty of space left on both sides of the ring. Now, if you have your ring like that, then get a loop on this side and one on the other side and try to stretch it out. Hopefully you're able to find both insides of the ring. Okay? That is test number 1. Now, in the beginning of this video, I told you guys to use 48, 49 stitch markers. One is here, and we have 48 loops. Now, I can imagine that you don't have like 48 or 49 stitch markers. There is something else you can do. You can cut yourself pieces of yarn, and you can use scrap yarn for that. Pieces of yarn from about 20 to 25 centimeters. That is 20 centimeters is 8 inches to 25 is about 10 inches, 8 to 10 inches. Okay, I've tried it out just in my Dutch video, and I can recommend more like 9 to 10 inches than 8 inches, but okay. You might have small fingers and mine are not that small. So, and I just found out I'm not wearing my ring. There it is again. Okay, so what you need to do right now is the yarn should be over the ring. So the yarn attached to your skein should be over the ring. Then this one. Get yourself the stitch marker or a piece of yarn. Then get one loop and then go to the ring and attach them together. Okay? Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So stitch marker through the loop and around the ring, and it's hard to show, but I'm trying to do my very best. There you go. Sometimes you need to help your work a little. Now it is all the way stretched like that. Now if you don't have enough of these stitch markers, then get yourself a piece of yarn, just like I told you, and fold it in half. Now go underneath the ring, just like that. Okay, so piece of yarn underneath the ring, get the loop and pull it through the loop, then fold it back over the 2 strands of yarn here, just like that, and then pull the two strands of yarn through. It's just basically the same as attaching fringe to your shawl, or maybe you want fringe on your mandala. It's just like that. So pull it through. Now to secure it a little better, just tie a bow like that. At least in my country, translated, it's called a bow. There you go. See? I'm going to show you one more time on the other side, and hopefully it will stay all put. See, the stitch marker just let go. There you go. Down the 2. I already did this in my Dutch video. Hey, look, I'm going to show you guys. I already did it. Now, this is not in my Dutch video. This is my test version. So, it works. I know it works. I might try this. Might be a better idea. So, underneath the ring, grab a loop, pull the yarn through the loop, and then the 2 strands through there, and then tie a bow. Yeah, this is why you actually should cut pieces of yarn. There you go, for 25 centimeters. Okay. Alright, I managed to put it in the ring. Look. Just like that. But it is super, super tight. Look at that. So, I can imagine that you are not able to pull it off, just like I did. Maybe you have a tighter tension than I have while crocheting. So what you can do is an extra round with chain 9s and single crochets. So no double crochets, but in each of the 5th chain of the previous round, a single crochet, then chain 9, go to the next chain space, go to the 5th stitch, single crochet, chain 9, and that all the way around, and then try to do it again. Try to fit in your piece of work in your big 50 centimeter ring, right? Let me show you how much 50 centimeters is in inches. 20 inches. Alright, so that is what it's supposed to look like after you put it in the ring. Now, it is so tight that even crocheting might be difficult, but your work will look so nice. So you're supposed to crochet tight as well when attaching it in the ring, and because it'll probably be really hard to do so, I'm gonna replace my beautiful Clover Amour crochet hook by a for me cheaper version of it. You might want to use a metal one if you can work with that, but for me, unfortunately, I cannot work with the metal ones in the size 3mm. So I'm going to use this hook for attaching my work in the ring. I already took the first piece of yarn out, so this one should be attached right there. Now, I need to stand up. I cannot sit down on my chair, otherwise I'm not able to show you guys how things work. So here is the loop where the stitch marker is. I'm trying to put my hook through there. There you go. Then go with your hook back to the big hole here. Then grab your yarn and pull it like really tight and close to the ring, and then single crochet. 14 single crochets just around the ring. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If this number of single crochet stitches does not work for you, just adjust it. Just if you think 12 is enough, then crochet 12. If you need 20, then do 20. But I cannot imagine you need 20. But if you think so, then just do it. 14 works for me. At least that's what I think at this point. Okay. If I think otherwise, I'm gonna put the number of single crochet stitches that I did in the end right here, so I don't have to refilm this because it's really hard to do so. But I just want to show you guys how I do it, or how I did it for this one. Alright, now I took out another piece of yarn for my next loop. Then insert your hook just right there, grab your yarn, put it back up and hold it really close to the ring, and then single crochet. Then 14 single crochet again around the ring. Okay, for here you can see my single crochet is a little stretched. See? You cannot avoid having every now and then a single crochet that stretches a little further. So if you have that, don't worry. It's just too hard to work really tight into the ring. Alright? So 1 single crochet around the ring and into your chain 9 space, and 14 single crochets just around the ring. That's what I did. I wish you all the best of luck for doing that. I'm gonna see you guys somewhere, I think halfway, where I'm gonna show you how to make a little loop so you can hang it on your wall or on a suction cup on your window, or you know, something like that. So I'll be back when I'm a little further in this project. It's hard work. Alright, see you in a minute, guys. Okay, I am at that point that I think I need something so I can hang mine on a suction cup on my window, or something else. So there is one thing that you have to think about. You have to be sure that it when you hang it, it looks okay. So for example, if you would do the little thing here, the little loop, the little chain that we're going to do, if you're going to do it in this area, then your mandala or your dream catcher, I'm not sure where you're going to use it for, looks off, because it won't look straight. You know what I mean? If I'm going to do it here, then this will be the area, or this will be where it, if I'm going to do it here, it looks okay to me. But if you're going to do it in this area, it looks off. So try to find a space for you where it looks okay for you. So when you pick it up and you hold it down, see if it looks alright. If you're gonna do it here, believe me, it looks off. So what I did now is I did 7 single crochet, because I have 14 single crochet in one piece, and then I'm attaching the loop to the ring. So 14 and you divide it by 2 is 7. So if you have 12, your number should be 6. Okay? So the number that you have divided by 2, and that's the number that you should do. Then when you did that, sorry, I need to stand up and I cannot sit down, so it's hard to show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm gonna make a chain of 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I'm going back into the around the ring, and yeah, I'm going around the ring, sorry, and then single crochet, and that's not easy. Let me do that again. Sorry, I'm gonna do it here, it's easier for me. There you go. Just single crochet, and pull a little, then you have your loop right there. Let me do another single crochet just to secure that one. So it slides, but when you do the other 7, you have your little loop here. If you think, yeah, here's your little loop. If you think this one is not big enough for you, chain more. For example, do 10 chains or 12. It's just up to you. You don't have to do this, because you can get yourself a piece of yarn later on and use that, sew it on the back side of your work and just hang it. It's all up to you, but this is how I do it, right? So I still need to do this, all these. As soon as I'm here, I'll be back to show you how to sew, and then we're ready. Ready to put it up on the wall or your window or wherever you want it. Okay, see you later, guys. 12, 13, and 14. And then you're almost ready. I already cut the yarn in my Dutch video, so I'm just going to put it through. Then get yourself your darning needle. go. Then find the very first stitch, the one where you made your very first single crochet. Let me see where that is. Can't really. There. And just get it through, pull it tight, and sew in all your yarn tails at the back side of your work. So just turn it around, and on the back side of your work, just here, sew in your yarn tail. I already did it with this one here, and then you're ready. Well, there's all there is to it. I just sewed in all the yarn ends at all. I just had two, but I sewed them in on the back side of my work. I really loved working on this Siemandala. I really loved it. Now, this one was made with the Cotton Fine Melange by Ice Yarns, and look at the beautiful different shades of green that are inside of just the ball of yarn. This is all I have left of just 2 skeins. Now, if you want to make yours bigger, you are able to do so, but then obviously you need more yarn. All you need to do is repeat the rows from here. This is where you do the double crochet on top of the pineapple right there, and you need to repeat this piece. So if you, this is just 1, 2 rows. If you need 3 or 4 rows, then keep on repeating this part. Okay. My test version, I made the test version in the color, I think it's cream or ecru. Not quite sure though. It's an off-white. But in the video, when you do the, when you crochet around the metal ring, I tell you guys that you will have to think about one thing. If you want to make something, a little loop so you can hang it on your window or on your wall, I'm telling you guys that you have to have a look on where you place it. Okay, so for example here, you can place it in above this loop here. If you do it right there, it'll look off, right? So I told you guys that into the video, and guess what I did myself when I tried to finish this one as soon as possible so I can get this video up for you guys, because I wanted to show this. This is my test version, but this one was later done than the other version. Look what I did. My little loop is right there, and it looks completely off. So if you had a really close look at the videos, at the pictures at the beginning of the video, and then you probably noticed that this one is a little off. Now, I'm not sure though. I think I'm gonna frog it and redo it, but I might leave it like it is at this moment, because every time I look aside, because it will be in my crochet room, I'll get the reminder that I need to do it correct the next time. You know what I mean? So, and well, mine is unique now. I don't know what to say, but that is all I can tell you about that. So even, you know, don't think that I do everything like perfect. I make these little mistakes as well, and that's why I can tell you that you have to be sure that you do it correct. If these things don't happen to me, I probably won't even tell you stuff like that. You know what I mean? Does it make sense? Anyhow, if you want to use the same yarn as I did, the Cotton Fine Melange, you need 2 skeins for a 50 centimeter ring, or the 2 skeins of the Camilla cotton. It's all up to you. There are not a lot of colors in this Cotton Fine Melange, but the colors that they have look amazing. And the Camilla cotton, yeah, they do have a lot of colors in this one. Now, this one is slightly thinner than this one. It's just not even a millimeter, but it is slightly thinner. Thank you. Well, I think that's about it. So please remember that I did it wrong at my test version, and I did it correct in this one. Let me show you. I need to put this one aside. I did it correct in this one. Oh well. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are a lot more of these versions coming up on my YouTube channel of Siemandalas. I already did a lot of them in Dutch. If they're not on my channel yet, there will be a lot in the future in English as well. I'm gonna put the playlist for the Siemandalas at the very end of this video, so if there is another version in English, you'll find it in the playlist. I'm so glad it turned out so good. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe and hit the like button, please. And I hope to see you next time in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. And please, guys, stay safe. Alright. I just did my chain of so 3. Alright, I still have to do my chain 9, but as this is the very last piece of alright, I already took the first one out, the piece of yarn that I sewed. Well, I think that's about it. Yeah. Thank you, neighbors. Thank you so much. I'm recording a video, neighbor. Yeah.